Hello guys, welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. All right guys, so we have an article here regarding, so it's about all three carriers. It's AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. But where the main story comes in, it's regarding Costco, right? So there's some changes going on to how Costco sells its wireless plans. Many of us know that whether you go into a Costco or even a BJ's, which they're pretty much identical except for some prices changing, some price changes, right? Differences, right? And then just appearance of the store, right? Some of you just have a preference over Costco or BJ's. But either way, Costco, up until recently, basically had all three carriers in your face. You can go in and pick a booth for AT&T, pick a booth for T-Mobile, pick a booth for Verizon. A lot of that is changing, and that's what we're going to talk about in this article. So the link will be down in the description below for you guys in case you want to read it on your own. Costco is shifting to single wireless carrier in stores. All right. It's unknown how long it will last, but for now, Costco appears to be settling into a single vendor strategy for selling wireless services, divvying stores up between AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. So this article is from Fierce Wireless, okay? Fierce Wireless reached out to the Costco media request line earlier this week and has not heard back from Costco on its wireless sales strategy, but Costco Club members probably have noticed the presence of just one of the three big carriers in their local Costco stores. Jeff Moore, who is the principal at Wave 7 Research, said a source informed him that it's roughly a three-way split among the biggest wireless providers. Some stores have T-Mobile kiosks, some stores have AT&T kiosks, and some stores have Verizon kiosks, right? What's a little different is how the carriers are staffing the kiosks. He said, as it varies as to whether carriers are using their own corporate staff or a third-party staffing service. All right? Wireless Advocates, which ran kiosks in Costco stores that sold all three big-name wireless brands, abruptly shut down last December, leaving a lot of employees in the lurch. Prior to that, you can walk into any Costco pretty much in America and you would see sales of all three, right? There was high demand. So now they're saying that, for the post-Sprint days, it was really a tripod in nearly all Costcos, right? It's unknown how long Costco is assigning stores to the carriers, but Moore, who basically made a statement, said coverage probably isn't a big deal. Most of the stores are in urban areas where one would expect to have decent coverage from all three carriers. It may be that this is a bake-off where Costco ultimately picks one of the three and kicks the other two out. He said, I don't know. No one has actually articulated what their strategy is to him. So this was based on Wave 7's research. Costco has about 587 stores, apparently, in the United States. All right, so that's the article there. Like I said, the link will be down below for you guys. So I have noticed, I think the issue is they're just not selling enough plans in these stores, which is why I think that's why a lot of them are disappearing. It isn't free to open up a pop-up kiosk, right? It costs rent. They have to pay that every month, right? And let's be real. When you walk into a Costco, right? You ever notice if you walk into a Costco or even a BJ's, like I said, they usually have the kiosk for one of these carriers pretty much right up front. They want to hit you as soon as you walk in. And that's part of the issue, right? A lot of times you're in a rush when you go in there, right? You're just there to get your groceries, get some stuff, and then leave, right? You don't have 20 minutes to sit there and have someone try to sell something to you, right? 90% of the people that go to Costco are not looking for phone plans. They're just not. And I think that's part of the issue is there's just no reason to have them there. It's kind of like the mall, like cell phone. They have, sometimes they have Verizon kiosks at the mall. Those don't really do well. Now, if you have a Verizon store at the mall, people know what they're walking into. It's a store. They want to go in there. They want to speak to an actual Verizon employee, right? They know what they're getting into. But when you're just browsing down aisles of a store, you don't really want to be hit by some third-party salesman, for 20 minutes trying to sell you a plan. To be honest, a lot of the times they're not very knowledgeable, these salespeople. They're third-party vendors. They're just trying to make a sale. They don't really know much about the business. They don't really know much about the plans. A lot of the times you're actually getting a better deal than what they're trying to offer you. So it's just, like I said, it's a waste of time. They'll try to stop you. They'll take too much of your time, and it'll literally be that. It'll be a waste of time. You would have never signed up. You wouldn't have gotten anything done. And, all that time you could have been done shopping and been home already or on your way home. So, all those things being mentioned is, I think, why there's not much demand for it anymore. And now it's pretty much like, because of that, it's space being wasted, right? Those are kiosks that can be used by something else. So I guess now that's why it's kind of like, well, which carrier might sell the best, right? Like, if we have to keep one because we may not have enough space, that's probably another issue. They don't have that many available kiosks to have 3 separate carriers set up, right? They may want to use some of those kiosks for other companies, maybe lens crafters or whatever, just some kind of company that wants to sell something that, Costco might feel like they can make more profit off of, right? Those businesses would do better, and they could, continue to get that rent and whatever else off of those kiosks, right? So that's probably another issue there, is just there's not enough demand for it. Nobody is going to Costco to buy a wireless plan or really anything outside of what they're looking for. You go there, a lot of times they're trying to sell you, all kinds of things, right? All kinds of things that you just don't even need, So, that's what I think. I think there's just very little demand for it. And that's probably why we're seeing a decline in it. Nobody wants it. If people want to sign up for plans, they either go to a retail store, okay, an official store from one of these carriers, or maybe even it is a third-party store, an authorized dealer, but it's an actual store, not some kiosk in the middle of when you're shopping. Maybe you're on the lunch break and you're just trying to get your groceries, from Costco real quick, or you're with your family and you just don't have time to sit there all day while someone tries to sell you something that they don't really know what they're trying to sell you. And they're 9 out of 10 times, they're probably not even going to give you a good deal, right? So that's why I think we're seeing it. I don't think it has anything to do with a decline in sales for carriers. This is not something against the carriers. This is more of a presentation of these stores, trying to push, these products on people. They just don't want to deal with it there. This is not the place or the time for them. That's what I think. You guys can let me know down below. I mean, let's be honest. If you go into a Costco, are you really looking to buy a phone there? Are you looking to buy a wireless plan? Or would you much rather go to a Verizon store, T-Mobile store, at&t store, or better yet, just go online. Know what you're getting into. Not have some guy that probably doesn't understand how any of this stuff even works. He doesn't know what phone does what phone has the best battery life, what plan is best for international, all these different things, right? They have no idea. They're just trying to get a sale, and that's it. It's like you go to any store, you say, give me the best refrigerator. You go to PC Richard, give me the best refrigerator you have. They're going to try to sell you the most expensive. They don't even know why you would be buying it, because the features probably have nothing to do with what you would even be looking for. You're just asking for the best one. And ultimately, what you mean is the best quality, one that's going to last you the best, right, for the most amount of time, etc. So, yeah, there you have it. That's how I feel. I don't think it's anything against the carriers. I think it's just people are not really feeling the kiosks anymore, and the pushy salesmen that don't really have much to offer. So that's how I feel about it. You guys can let me know down below what you think. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Also, turn on your notification bell. This way you guys get notified whenever I do drop a new video and you don't miss out on any of the new wireless updates that I record for you guys, all right? As always, I want to thank you for stopping by and watching. It's much appreciated, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.